Mariam Nisar and I am an English teacher. I hope all my students are fine and safe at homes. First of all, I would recommend you to kindly open your books at page number 12 and keep them in front of you. There are few very important points that should be kept in mind and should be followed by all students for better understanding. First, keep underlining all important points and definitions. You may also make questions on those important points. Second, keep writing all important things explained by me on your notes. Third, keep underlining new and difficult words. Consult a dictionary to find meanings of those words. Fourth, after understanding the chapter, everyone has to write theme or idea of the chapter in their own words. When you will write the theme in your own words, this will help you understand author's point of view and the idea of the chapter. Learning outcomes. By the end of this chapter, you will be able to note the meaning of patriotism, recognize the author's point of view, comprehend the basic theme in the text, consult a dictionary to find meaning of words, and practice writing a short dialogue. Pre-reading questions. Now students, you can see there are some pre-reading questions given to you at the start of the chapter. Like pre-reading question number 1 is, in your opinion, who is a patriot? Now see, the emphasis is laid on the phrase, in your opinion. It means you have to tell what you think who is a patriot. Pre-reading question number 2 is, can you give an example of patriotism? Now again, the example you will give should be from your real-life experience. Third, what kind of qualities do patriots have? Every student has to write down the answers of these questions on their notes. The answers should be constructed by your own selves, and all students are supposed to write down the answers in their notes. This activity will help you understand the chapter quite well, and keep that in your mind that you have to submit all these notes to your teachers when you will be back to your schools. Marginalized questions. You can see that some marginalized questions are given to you. You have to answer these questions your own selves, as you can see that the questions are quite easy. Like question number 1 is, who offers sacrifice for the country? You will get the answer of all these questions when you will be reading out the chapter. Marginalized question number 2 is, who led the Muslims of the subcontinent in their struggle for a separate homeland? Marginalized question number 3 is, what is the highest military award of Pakistan? Introduction. Now, the chapter we are going to start is patriotism. What comes to your mind when you listen to this word patriotism? What is patriotism? Who are patriots, and what are the qualities of patriots? Think about different things that you are proud to be a part of. You might be proud of your parents, or proud to be a student maybe, or anything else. But my question is, are you proud to be a citizen of Pakistan? Loving and appreciating your country is an admirable quality, and it is a very patriotic attitude. So, patriotism is defined as love for the motherland and devotion to one's country. It is a feeling of love, devotion, and a sense of attachment to a country. The person having the quality of patriotism is called as a patriot. Now, what is the history of the word patriot? The word patriot comes from the Latin word patriota, which means countryman. We all are living in Pakistan as one nation, and we are linked to one another. Being a member of a nation, we have some responsibilities towards our country and towards one another. Now, what are the qualities of a patriot? Can all we say we are a patriot? If we say that I am a patriot, I should have some certain qualities. Like, a patriot is always willing to sacrifice everything for the country whenever the need arises. He never hesitates to present even his life for the protection and defense of the country. For a patriot, sovereignty and honor of the country are supreme values. He always tries to protect the freedom and honor of the country, as no compromises can be made on this. He renders sacrifice to preserve and protect these supreme values. Patriotism is an admirable quality. It always gives us courage and strength to safeguard the honor of the country and to raise the honor of the country. Now, here we can see a marginalized question is given. The question is, who offers sacrifice for the country? So students, I know you all know the answer, so write down the answer of. We all know Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is our great leader and the founder of Pakistan. He was a nation builder and a great patriot. Quaid-e-Azam had much love for his country and for the people. He wanted to protect and preserve the culture, values, and traditions of Muslims of the subcontinent. Now here is an important point. He wanted to do something for the Muslims of the subcontinent. He wanted to secure them a separate homeland, where they could live their lives according to the teachings of Islam and according to their own culture and tradition independently. Now students, I hope that you're all understanding it. I want to remind you that keep underlining important points and make questions on them. This is easy for you for your convenience. Major wars held in the history of Pakistan are the War of 1965, the War of 1971, and the Kargil War. Now students, this is an important point and should be highlighted by you. You can also make a question or any objective on this. In these wars, many brave soldiers presented their lives to protect their homeland, like Captain Muhammad Sarwar, Major Tufail Muhammad, Officer Rashid Minhas, Major Muhammad Akram, Major Shabir Sharif, Captain Colonel Sher Khan, and many more. All these patriots embraced martyrdom while fighting bravely for their motherland. All of them were awarded with the highest military award of Pakistan. Now the question is, what is the highest military award of Pakistan? Nishan-e-Haider is the highest military award of Pakistan that is given to great patriots who sacrifice their lives for the defense of their country and nation. All the great martyrs who sacrificed their lives in the major wars held in Pakistan, like the War of 1965, 1971, and Kargil War, they all were awarded with the highest military award of Pakistan, Nishan-e-Haider. S.W. Scott saying, he said, "Breathes there the man with soul so dead, who never to himself hath said, 'This is my own, my native land.'" It means a person living in a country is the citizen of that country and has no love for his motherland, is just like a hollow man who is breathing but his soul is dead. Being a citizen, we should love our country and should prove it through our actions. We should keep reminding ourselves that we are the citizen of Pakistan and we love our country. Patriotism is not just feeling pride in your country. It is taking that pride a step further and putting it into action. I hope all of my students have understood the chapter quite well. As we have completed the chapter, you have been told at the very start of the lecture that you have to write down the theme of the lesson in your own words. I hope you all have understood it well, and now this is your responsibility to write down the theme of the chapter in your own words. You have understood it well, and you have answered the pre-reading and margin line questions too. So, think about it, brainstorm about it, and write down the theme. You should be very relevant to the point and just write down the author's point of view. Comprehension questions. You can see some comprehension questions are given to you. These questions should be written in 30 to 40 words and answers should be very relevant. No extra information should be added. You need to stick to the point and answer whatever is asked to you in the question. Like question number 1 is, how will you define patriotism? The definition of patriotism has been explained in detail. You just have to define patriotism and add a little bit information about a patriot as well. If you think the answer is short, you can add more points about patriotism. Like you can say, it gives us courage to safeguard the interest and honor of the country. You can also add that this is an admirable quality, or you can also say that it's not just a feeling, but a life spirit. Question number 2 is, what are the qualities of a patriot? Before we start writing the qualities of a patriot, you first have to tell who is a patriot. After giving the definition of patriot, you have to tell the qualities in detail. All of the qualities have been explained and they should be written in 30 to 40 words. Question number 3 is, as a citizen of Pakistan, what are your duties towards your country? Now, this is a question that you have to answer yourself. They have asked you that being a citizen, what are your duties towards your country? As I told you earlier, that being a citizen of any country, we have some responsibilities towards our country. Now, what are those responsibilities? Being a good citizen, there are many responsibilities which we all should have to keep in order. Like, we should make patriotic efforts for the progress of the country, or we must obey the rules and regulations of the country. It is also our responsibility to keep our country clean. Moreover, we should also be willing to have any sacrifice for our country. And being a good citizen doesn't mean that you have to be a good patriot as well. These were some of the points you can add in the answer of the question. These points were just a guideline for you all, and you have to think yourselves, what are my duties and how can I act upon them? Write down the answer of these questions and choose your vocabulary wisely and just add those points which are strong and very important. One more thing, don't go for a lengthy answer. Question number 4 is, what makes us stay alert in the wake of foreign invasion? So, what is that one thing which keeps you alert of the foreign attacks? Yes, it is patriotism. Then tell how it helps you stay alert in the wake of foreign attacks. Being a patriot, you will be always concerned towards your country and will never show negligence towards it. This quality will always help you stay alert and keep an eye on all the conspiracies made by our enemies. Question number 5. What makes us stay alert in the wake of foreign invasion? As I told you at the very start that you have to keep underlining difficult words and consult a dictionary to find out the meanings. So, you must know the meaning of invasion. It means foreign attacks. The quote is, we must develop a sense of patriotism which galvanizes us all into one united and strong nation. The spirit of patriotism will always keep us united. When we will be united, no one will dare to harm us. Being a united nation, we will be strong and our enemies will be afraid of us and will never think of harm us. This feeling or the quality of patriotism will give us courage to stay united and strong and face the world courageously. Now we have completed all the comprehension questions. I have explained you the answers of each question, and I hope that you will be having no confusions related to any of the question. Now you have to write down the answers of all these questions in 30 to 40 words. So students, I hope you all have understood everything whatever is explained in this lecture. The chapter, the questions, pre-reading questions, margin questions, and comprehension questions. I hope there will be no questions from your side. Keep these notes with you, whatever you have made, and you have to submit it to your teachers. We shall discuss other exercises of this chapter in our next lesson, inshallah. Till then, take care of yourselves and your parents. Allah Hafiz.